and stuff and talk with me.
Hey Kim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right, just getting over the flu.
Oh my god, me too.
God, it's the worst. I've been so out of it the last week.
Change audio output. Okay, now I can hear better. Never mind. Dude, I've been like not knocked out, but like out of commission since the first. And when I went to the hospital, I ended up leaving AMA because I just always have such horrible experiences at hospitals and get put on mental hold. So I was just like, I gotta get out of here, you know?
Yeah, I didn't. I just went to the urgent care and they just diagnosed me with the flu and I went back home. I don't do the hospital shit.
I should have went to urgent care. I really should have, but I like couldn't breathe. Like even a nebulizer couldn't help me, and my temperature was at like 103. So
Oh yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I just slept most of the days and then yesterday I finally went to the urgent care 'cause I could actually be up for more than an hour.
yeah,
Are you feeling better, Kim?
better health wise, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause that's a long time to be, out with the flu.
Oh my god, I'm finally feeling better. Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
But I mean like my immune system is just really bad, and when I went to the hospital, they were more focused on my arm, unfortunately, than my actual health. So I told them that I already went to the hospital like 2 years ago on my arm and that it looked so much better than it did from day one. But like, you know how hospitals, if you go to the same type of hospital, they can look up like the records of all your past hospital stays. So I was like, you guys just need to go back and look at the hospital stays, etc., and see that it's already been taken care of. You're focusing on the wrong things right now. And yeah, that's like what happened. So, but I mean, has anybody else in here been struggling with their mental health or?
Girl, yes, my mental health has been struggling. I'm telling you, it's
I'm
been terrible.
sorry. I can only imagine. And I'm not going to ask you to go into detail because I mean, that shit is hard to talk about, especially if you don't want to cry. And I'm an easy crier too, you know?
Absolutely.
So I hope your mental health gets better. If you ever need to talk, my inbox is always open.
Thanks, babe. Same for you.
Hey,
You.
my anxiety has been through the absolute roof lately, and I don't even know why, but it's driving me crazy.
Yeah. I don't. Dude, my nerves have been so bad with like just like the conversations with Lisa that I will literally start like puking. And that's never happened before in my life. Like I've already got so much shit going on in my life. Like
If you're not talking, can you mute, please?
yeah, I don't know if she's trying to talk.
Fred, I believe Fred, Drama, Sidel. Can y'all mute, please? I can hear y'all's TVs and stuff in the back.
But yeah, anyway, so you know, my nerves have just been so bad lately and like my mental health has been declining, and it's just like every time like something happens, I just end up like just puking it all up. Like I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. And that's never happened in my life, like ever. Like I didn't even want to go on tonight because of my mental health, but and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make the topic about fucking mental health. And the first live, obviously, I got kicked because I think I said KYS, and so I probably just made a mistake right there, but whatever. So let me see.
Gunner, can you mute? Something in your background's is really loud.
I don't really know what to talk about. Do people have questions? Like, I mean, now's your time to ask.
You have to go to the bathroom, baby. I gotta go.
Kim, earlier on your
Can you
live,
mute, girl?
Go.
Kim, earlier on your live, you were talking about not feeling safe at your home anymore. Do you want to talk about that at all, or you don't feel comfortable? You don't have to, obviously.
Um,
She was good.
I don't know if I'm like really ready to talk about it fully. I
It's
really
okay.
want to expose the text that Lisa wrote me tonight, but I just want to redact a part of it.
I have the heater up.
I mean, I just know that it's going to get posted publicly, so it's just going to be a lot to deal with, like
37.
Definitely understand.
Snow.
Sleep deprived. Do you know you're unmuted and we can hear you?
Let me see that. Oh, Alaska. It's not Alaska.
did they mute or no?
I think they left.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I really do want to post what she's saying because she keeps messaging me like from 5 different numbers, but I've been blocking almost every number so far. So
It's very evil. I hear a lot that it's her addiction. I'm going to tell you, I've been clean and sober for 18 years. And when I was in my addiction, yeah, I was an absolute bitch. But I wasn't 100% of who I really am not during my addiction.
hold
It,
on.
Let's go. Do it again because it glitched. Do it again.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have it set up so that people could because I can't tell who's talking and then who's like okay, so who was just talking? Because there's
I
some people.
was talking.
Okay. So go ahead. What were you saying? Because I
Um,
heard something else.
I wasn't during my addiction. I was not, 100% the person that I am today, obviously. And I was an absolute bitch, but I wasn't the ultimate bitch. And her behavior, I don't, in my opinion, don't think it's all addiction. I think it's who she is in part. A lot of part of it is who she is. I think she
Yeah.
has an evil, vindictive spirit. And I think, hurt people, hurt people. I know it's, said all the time and stuff, but she has a lot of damage that she's done and that others have done to her. She has a lot of things that she needs to work on, and she does not care who she hurts as long as she's hurting the way she is. It's like she'll hurt anybody and don't even care. It's like whoever's in my way, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm hurting. I'll say whatever I want to hurt you. It's very disheartening to see some of the things that no, to hear a lot of the things that she says. And I don't.
Especially after like you've tried to go above and beyond to like really be there for her, and I mean it's just like goes unappreciated, and then the only thing that she uses over my head is that I haven't given her money for this amount of days. That's all she cares about. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking struggling right now. Like, she just didn't understand like the severity of my mental health. And now I had like such a bond with her that it's just like even like worse to just know that half the shit she says to me is just out of pocket. Like stuff I would never say to her. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I have done wrong. I really have. I've admitted my faults. I've apologized about posting the call with her son. Like, that wasn't right for me. You know, I shouldn't have dragged kids into it. I do regret that. But I warned her 3 times to 4 times. If you bring up my house, like, now we're bringing other people into the situation that have nothing to do with this at all. And I don't know. I'm literally gonna make like a little video of every single time she's ever blasted me, just for fun. Just for fun, just to see it. You know? Like, and what, I've blasted her, maybe I've gone on a Discord twice and blasted her, like maybe 3 times at the most. But I've always said that I would support her unconditionally, minus the money. She doesn't want that. She doesn't want that. So there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing that I can do about it. But a friend doesn't treat you the way she treats me. So it's just something I have to accept. And then Boss Lady keeps
You're
dragging
nuts.
me into her drama is a whole other story. Like, Nookie never posted her son
Fucking nut
in this
job.
Discord. There has never been any child porn in this Discord, ever. I did delete a picture of a fat lady. And I said, no nudity, please. That's it. That's all I said, you know? And at first I thought it was a man because I have short-term type memory loss sometimes. Like, I just don't remember shit. So I literally had to go back in the mod chat and find proof of the picture that I deleted. Thank God I had it set up like that. Because, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I have enough shit going on in my life. Please stop dragging me into your drama. Like, I don't have anything to do with it. I haven't emailed you. I've already posted the text and everything Kim has to post for proof. You know, that's the only conversation we had. The only thing I offered her was a screenshot of the Discord showing her that there was no thread made in her name. That was it. And, she didn't even want to give me her email at the time. She didn't want to give it to me. So that was fine. I didn't have to prove myself to her. I proved myself to everybody else, and that's all that mattered. But now she's saying, like, I wanted to email LR, blah, blah, blah. So now Lisa thinks that I'm talking to Boss Lady behind her back. And Lisa's accusing me of talking to Tay Lattimore behind her back. And she thinks I'm an enemy, but she wants money from me. And she thinks I'm doing this and that and this. And it's just like, dude, you're accusing me of things that I'm not doing. Like, where's the proof that I've ever talked to Tay? Ever. Because I've never talked to Tay Lattimore in my life. There is a third party that reached out to me and said, hey, Tay wanted to give me your number. And I said, I don't want to be involved. That's exactly what I said to that third party. I don't want to be involved. She sent me a screenshot of their conversation. I said, no, I don't want to be involved in it. Because I thought it was sick that Tay did the funeral thing of Lisa. I did not approve of that. I do not agree with it. And I did not like it. And I don't like how Tay moves. She moves slimy as fuck. She moves just as slimy as Boss Lady. So, no, I don't want to interact with people like that. I really don't. And I go into every single conversation knowing that my conversations have a 75% chance of getting blasted. Maybe even a 98% chance of getting blasted. So I just want them to post the proof that I've talked to them. Post these emails. Post these whatever you're accusing me of. Please post them, because I know it's never happened. I know it hasn't, and there's not going to be any proof.
Boss Lady and Tay both are whole ass whack jobs. Like, they are fucking whack jobs.
No, that is a whole other story. Like I don't know. Like, I think she believes her own lies. I have no idea. So but yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's not much I really want to say, because she's really holding over my head right now. Just some traumatic experiences that I've recently been through. So I'm not trying to like trigger her to do anything. But I mean, there's only so much one person can take. And I hope I got my point across on the live today. Like, if you're being treated like shit, block them. If you're being extorted, blackmailed, or, gaslighted, block them. If you're being threatened for somebody to use your personal trauma just because they won't get money out of you, block them. Bear with me, I just have to verify somebody. Hold on one moment. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so like that's just like the main point. Like, if your family is online talking about you, block them. If your parents choose you, or no, choose your sisters or whatever over you, block them. I don't know, that's just gonna be my new motto of 2025. If anybody is trying to decline my mental health when it's already declined, block them. That's it.
Protect your peace.
Literally. And it took me, what, 6-7 months to verify? I mean, no, to like realize that, and I literally had to go through it to actually fucking get to this point, It's just crazy. It's just crazy. People have asked if I have proof of people paying Lisa recently, whoever's supporting her. I do. The only thing is like, I'm just trying to change my ways, and does it make me a better person right now to post all that and blast people who are supporting her? Because that's why she's mad at me in the first place. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. And I told her, you know what? If you want to blast what I'm going through in my life right now, go ahead and blast it. But I recorded the entire phone call, as I always have to, because God forbid I don't. And I was very open and very vulnerable. And if I have to release the call, I will. I'm not ashamed of shit that I've been through. But I really just don't want to have to do that, you know?
It makes you who you are today, what you've gone and are going through.
Yeah. What, like blasting the phone calls? Because a lot of people think that, like, I mean, I just feel like I also get a lot of backlash on how that I've done just as bad as LR by doing that, you know? And I'm sure I have at times, you know? But it's like she just brings this, like, anger out of me that no one else can bring out. Like, how dare you talk to me the way you speak to me and then expect no repercussions for it? Yes, you expect to be rewarded for money. How does that make sense? It doesn't. Like, my phone was blowing up the entire time I was on live with threats from a 412 number. I'm not even going to open the message. I'm really not even going to open it because it's just not even worth reading right now at all, especially because my mental health is more important at this point than than that. I've blocked her from 3 numbers so far, so this is the 4th number she's messaged me from.
These text now numbers.
Yeah, now they're texting.
Okay.
Yeah. But who knows how many emails she can get to just keep threatening me. But people steal from her every day, right? People steal from her Cash Apps. People steal from her PayPals. Do they get blasted? Not that I know of. I haven't stole from her a day in my life, and I got blasted for less.
Is
It's
your boyfriend
mind-boggling.
supportive for you, Kim? Is he a support system for you?
He was.
Okay.
He was. And I'm sure he'll come back around, you know, but it's just like, do I want that? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But I also, I don't know. It's a lot of shit.
Kim, are you safe where you're at right now?
Yeah, I'm safe. But it's the only place I have, you know? So once I figure it out, I'll figure it out once time comes. And then it's like people in the Discord are getting upset with me thinking I'm moving shady, and it's like, I'm really not. I'm just going through it, you know? I was about to shut the Discord down just so I didn't have to deal with it anymore. And it's just like, I didn't want to do that, you know? Because I worked so hard for it. I don't know.
I think you were trying to keep it organized in a way that it made sense to where people would post, and I think it got a little confusing to everyone.
Yeah, I know. And I understand my OCD is something that I have to deal with on my own, you know? But if we can just use the specific threads for the specific topic, I would appreciate you guys forever for that, you know? And I'm just gonna ask y'all's opinions, but do we see Mouse in the chat? Not in the
Do
chat, but in the thing.
you see what? I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Her name is Mouse.
She's in here.
Yeah, she's in here.
Doesn't she look like that Mindy girl? Like the AI one? Or am I just going crazy? The one that always posts about me, Loving Life XO, her first account was what, they keep getting banned. She's a little manic. You want to come off your mic now?
What's her name? Is it Mindy? Is that the chick's name?
Yeah, it's Mindy,
Yeah.
not Mandy. I'm actually gonna request for her to speak. Let's see if she does. I don't think I can. I can't. I can't request her to speak. But
I think she's talking in the live chat.
I see her.
Okay.
Well, then speak real quick so we can hear your voice. There should be nothing wrong with that, right?
No, I'm not Mindy.
Okay, thank you, Mouse. I appreciate you doing that.
You're welcome.
Don't get me over here looking at everybody now. I'm gonna be like, is this this person? Is this person? No, I'm kidding. Oh, so how's everyone's night going?
I think they're all asleep.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking at all these people on here. It's like there's all these people and it's so quiet.
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
They just don't want to talk. It's okay. I understand.
Did anybody have any Discord questions for Kim, like confusion or?
No.
Kim, I missed your live earlier, and not all of it, but part of it. Did you say you are clean or you aren't clean or you're getting cleaned?
No, I'm not clean. I can't lie to you.
And is that something you're wanting to do or hoping to do?
So a couple days ago when me and Lisa were on the phone, she brought up that she had the opportunity to go to a California rehab on the ocean, full ride, paid for flight, the rehab paid for, and a ride to the airport, right? I said, why don't we go together to kind of make it more, so that we can both get clean and to kind of make her more motivated to go, right? And I said, I'll figure out my half, you figure out your half. And then she sent me the rehab thing, and I just don't know how true her half is, type thing, you know? But I'm willing to work on it for sure. So, I just don't know. I think, let me look up the rehab. Hold on one second. I don't think it's on this phone, so I don't know how I would share it. Hold on one second. And like I said, I don't know how true it is.
Do you have insurance that will help pay for yours or?
Huh?
Do you have insurance to help you pay for treatment?
I have state insurance that can help me, like, pay for treatment. So I can, go in my state for free, for sure. But I can also figure out the situation that Lisa brought up, if that option is available and if it's real on her side, you know? But that's just not going to be an option anymore, I'm going to assume. Because I blocked her.
Someone in the chat asked if they could ask when the last time you gave Lisa money was.
So I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys, because it's just going to come out eventually. Which, this is a huge step for me. So if you guys don't see it from my end, I completely understand. If you judge me for it, that's okay too. But it has been, let me look.
Yeah, it's no judgment. No judgment from, well, none from me. And somebody in the chat said no judgment either.
11 days, no money. You don't do anything to benefit me at all. And I'm still here. I'm still here talking to you and trying to be your friend. I should answer it right there. But and then she sits here asking for money again, right after. And then she's calling me to see you next Tuesday. So
I'm absolutely not judging either at all. I just don't ever think that Lisa's going to change her ways on that. I think regardless of what you say or do or how much you prove to her that you really want to be her friend, I think she's always gonna see dollar signs, honestly. And I hate that. I really hate that because you've proved in more ways than one that you really are a true friend to her. And
I've tried.
still see dollar signs, and it sucks. I hate that so bad for you. I really, really do. You don't deserve that.
And it's actually sad because one day we were having a conversation and what did I say? I added up the total of money I ever gave her. And I was literally crying when I added up the total. And she's like, can we round it up to the next number? I mean, to an even number? And then starts laughing like it was a joke. And then
That's disgusting. That is disgusting of her.
I can't even say the number. I can't even say it. I can't even bring myself to say it. It's just not even worth it. Like,
No, I get that. It makes me sad for you because I can hear, and I know everybody else can too. I can hear the true hurt in your voice, and it makes me so sad for you. It really does because you don't deserve that at all.
it just sucks because I've tried so hard to like prove myself to her and I've helped her, and it's just like never appreciated. And I'm just like, now she's using my traumatic experiences against me, and I was trying to like talk to her as a friend about the shit I was going through, knowing that might possibly happen. But I thought that, like, since it was really struggling with my mental health, that she really wouldn't do that to me. And the threats from tonight just showed her true colors. I mean, she always shows her true colors, every day. But
Kim.
it just took a while for me to figure it out. And at first, I never blocked her because I was able to just ignore her at times. And so when she's like, I'm being ignored by my friends, blah, 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 talking on live, she's obviously talking about me. And in the beginning, I used to answer her calls every single day. Every single day. And I'm talking about 2:30 in the morning. Could have been 6:30 in the morning. It could have been 5 at night, But now it's just like, you literally laugh at the amount of money I've given you in 6 months. trying to make it a joke like it's nothing.
That's
And then
terrible.
you're mad at me because I don't help you for 11 days in a row for the first time in my life. Like, I've actually stood my ground. And then I kept telling her, like, this is not a friend. Like, this is not
No,
a
it's
friend.
absolutely not.
It shouldn't be
And
all
for her
about
to
me.
laugh about it, shows her character. Like, and I've said this in a different Discord chat. Some people sit and say, "Oh, it's her addiction. It's her addiction." No, I really believe that's just her. That is just her personality.
Yeah. No, it is. And I'm just going to say this again. Anybody that's struggling with mental health, please text the number 988. They're open 24/7. Or if you know anyone with mental health issues and they're struggling and they really are like wanting to like harm themselves, please, please, please recommend the number 988. All they have to do is text and call that number, and they will help with all the resources in the world. They're not going to call the police on you. They're not going to call, like, get you locked up in a mental institution. They're just there to listen and speak and, like, just, like, hear you. And, just, that's just, like, the best advice that I could give you if anyone is struggling. They're open 24/7. There's not a time somebody won't answer. So that was just my main point, was just to dial that number and get help if you need it. But my cat helps me a lot. He's such a good boy. His name is Kitty, even though he's not a kitty.
Can you
But
guys hear me?
now we can.
Okay. I just got a question.
Mhm.
Is holding this stuff over your head, wouldn't it be like better for you just to get it out there so she can't hold it over your head and you don't have to deal with it? Or is it something that's really that bad that you don't want to share it?
It's just something super personal and traumatic that I don't want it shared.
Okay. I was just wondering because the fact that
But
she's
if I
holding,
have to, I will share it. Like, if I have to, if I'm pushed to that point, I have been always honest and open about everything that has happened in my life, you know? And I am willingly ready to share if I have to.
I don't blame you because I think if you share, maybe not go into like detail, but put it out there. That way she can't hold it over your head. She has nothing. And the fact that she keeps doing this to you is heartbreaking. I was in a very abusive relationship for 11 years and it is mentally draining.
Yeah.
And it's like to have someone do that to you constantly when you have such a good heart. It's just mind boggling. And you see it all the time in her lives because you're her friend if you give her money. If you don't, you're a cunt. You're a piece of shit. And she's
Yeah.
always threatening to out people, but yet never does.
She never outs anyone but me for some reason. I don't know why.
The sad thing is there's way more people out there that are scared to come forward like Kim does because of the same reasons, the bullying and
She's
harassment.
a bully.
I truly think that Lisa does this purposely to Kim because she knows how big of a heart Kim has. So she's like, well, if I talk all this shit about her and say all this mean shit about her, she's just going to come crawling back and do what I want her to do. And it just pisses me off because, oh, like I said,
Well,
Kim, I can hear the sadness and hurt in your voice, and it makes me so sad for you. So you don't deserve it at all.
but I don't want anyone to think that I'm doing this, like, for attention or for sympathy or anything. I'm just doing this because I am tired I am like exhausted and I am done.
The thing is,
Okay.
the people that really care about you, Kim, are not going to think that. And the ones that do, who gives a shit? Because there's always going to be somebody, no matter what. And we've seen it how many times from a lot of people on that app.
Right.
Who gives a shit? If
Yeah.
they, if the people that really care about you, and believe me, there's a lot of people that really care about you, then none of that other shit matters. It really doesn't.
Exactly.
Not that I'm not. It's easy to put all that aside, because when you're being bombarded all the time, it can mess with you. But the fact that just want you to know that you have a lot of people in your corner, girl. A lot of people.
Thank
I've
you.
been in your corner
Absolutely.
since day one, and there's so many more of us out there that are in your corner.
I personally don't know how you've held on this long without completely just,
I know, to take that continued abuse, and I know that
yeah.
you care about her, and that's I get that part of it. But for her to continue to abuse you like that and to bully you like that, your best bet, even though I know you've said it several times that it's hard to do, is to cut her off completely.
I mean,
Cut
I'm
her. She's
literally,
never.
and like, I don't know where people got the idea. And I would love to see the post if I've ever said it. But I don't know where people got the idea that I said I blocked her. Because I have never blocked Lisa ever in my life. I can ignore her. I'm really good at ignoring people that treat me like shit. But I can't block her. I couldn't block her. And then tonight, after the shit she said, especially after what I've been through the last 3-4 days, I was
Jesus.
just like tired. Like, I just was like, fuck you. I'm done with this. And I blocked her. And then she messaged me from another number. I blocked her. Messaged me from another number. Blocked. Messaged me from a fourth number. Just didn't open the messages because I'm not ready to read them yet. Like.
If that doesn't tell you right there the type of person that she is, and I'm sure you already know that, but the fact that she's still going after you is just mind-boggling, because it just I don't even.
I mean, it took a lot. It took a lot to do that. I'm not gonna lie. But it just needed to be done. Like, I can't take the mental, what is it? Just like the mental abuse anymore. Like,
Right, exactly. That's what it is. It's mental abuse.
I have enough shit going on in my life right now that I don't need my supposed best friend to be like calling me a see you next Tuesday or a wake the fuck up. Why aren't you fucking answering? Fucking help me. You haven't helped me for 12 days. It blah blah blah, like just using it over my head after I've given her an amount. And then after I've told her, listen, I don't have money right now. I am struggling right now. You don't understand. Like, I cannot help you. I can be your friend. I can be there for you, minus the money. Like, really trying to explain to her. We had a 3-hour conversation about what happened. Of course, I felt like I had to record it to fucking just have it, because I knew she was going to end up doing this. And I was like, I don't even feel like I can tell you anything because you're just going to blast it anyways. And I'm willing to fucking put that phone call out. Even if my own traumatic experiences are in that phone call, I'm willing to put it out. Like, I'm shaking right now thinking about it.
I can hear it in your voice.
But it's just like, for you to even threaten the idea of using my traumatic experiences against me is just like sickening. It makes me want to puke. It makes my nerves literally just want to like puke, and I have nothing to puke up right now. Like, I probably haven't drinking anything all day. I probably haven't eaten all day. Like, I haven't been thinking about myself. I try and scroll TikTok. I try and go on Discord to like get like, you know, my mind off of it. I try and do other things. Like, I try and do art. I try and watch TV, and like nothing is helping. And like, then I have her blowing up my phone and like telling me all this shit that is so horrible about me. And it's just like,
God, and all the times you've helped her, and she continues to do that to you.
so
It's,
I mean,
wow.
yeah. I mean, then again, like I said, if there's a clip where I said that I've blocked her before, please show me. I would love to see it. I really would. Because I'm pretty sure I've said on Lolita's Live, on, the Discord a couple times. I've said it in comments that
That's
I
something
would
that you will never do. Block
support
her.
Lisa minus the money, right? And then
Exactly.
I try and actually start holding my ground when I start going through my own life experiences right now. I have other shit to focus on, and she uses it over my head. And it's just like, a friend would not treat me this way.
Exactly. No, they would not.
Every day I kept telling her that, and then she's like, you're gaslighting me, you're gaslighting me. It's like, you don't even know the definition of gaslighting,
Right.
because you're gaslighting me. Like, I'm just trying to explain to you that I don't have the money, you know? I don't know.
It's become an expectation for her because you've done it before so many times that she expects it. And then when you don't or you can't, I mean, she doesn't give a shit the reasons why you can't, and
Yeah.
that's sad.
I mean, we have to listen to the conversation. So what I told her in privacy and like from my traumatic experience, she took it out of context. And I said, I don't know, I can't say it right now. I really can't say it. But
if you can, that's just, I mean,
when I can, I will. When I can talk about it, and like I am ready to talk about it, I will talk about it.
Right.
But then she wanted to exaggerate it, and then she's threatening me, and I'm like, you know what? I'll blast it myself if I have to. If you're really gonna make me do this tonight, I will do it. But instead, I decided to go live and try and focus on mental health for anybody who's going through it, because I have been experiencing it for the last like week. And there was a time in my life where I was in a depressed state. I'm telling you, I slept in my bed for 2 years straight. My hair got matted, okay? This is when my arm got bad. I didn't care about anything, anyone, not even myself. I wanted to die. I wanted to fucking die, and I tried every single day. And then I went to the hospital, and then I got put on a mental hold. And I was in there for 2 weeks, and I started going live on my Gossip Thoughts account. And then I started explaining my situation and explaining my arm and explaining I had a drug problem and everything that happened. And then I got out of that depression when I started talking to Lisa, because she started keeping me busy. And then she was like I was helping her. And then the friendship started off so different. And then now it's like I'm just falling right back into that depression. Like, I'm just falling right back into that mental state. And it's just like, that was one of the worst times in my life. I weighed 77 pounds. Okay.
Oh my God, girl.
And this is 2 years ago. I have to repeat that. This is 2 years ago. Okay. And I don't want to fall back into that mental state. I don't. I really don't. It's not something that is like fun, you know? and then when you have your, yeah, that's my life.
More about their character than to even put him in that position. I didn't see Anthony's live, so I don't know what was said or anything, but just the fact that they would even do that, and to even do that to you also. It's like,
And then like the other day,
who needs enemies when you got something like that in your own backyard, It's like crazy. You need to surround yourself with people who actually care and who are genuinely, rooting for you, and people who want to lift you up, because that's what's going to keep you out of that dark place, is people that actually are rooting for you and are in your corner and not judging, because everybody has done shit. No matter, I don't care who the hell you are. Everybody has done shit.
That's real.
And people that, have mental, I've been hospitalized probably 7-8 times in my life for that, and it's tough. And then to deal with, to think that you have your friends or your family, and then to have them turn around and stab you in the back. It's devastating.
Yeah.
But you have to come to a point where you have to think about you and your mental health, and screw everybody else, the people that you thought were, in your corner and caring for you, you obviously know they're not. So you have to cut those people out. As hard as it is, you have to cut them out. Otherwise you're going to stay down.
No, yeah, that's why I kept saying today in my first live that if you have someone in your life that's doing this, blah blah blah, block them.
Yeah.
And said if you have someone doing this, blah blah blah, block them. Like 2025, it's a new year. If somebody is fucking with your mental health, block them. It should be about you, about your mental health. You need to take care of yourself, focus on yourself,
Exactly.
and just let it go. Like, unfortunately, as much as it hurts to block family out and not be involved in family events and like family getaways and etc., it's just something that has always happened in my life. And I just need to kind of let it go and just accept it and just
exactly. And surround yourself with those people that want to lift you up and care for you.
exactly.
And genuinely give a shit, not just using you for whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
It sucks. I have siblings that I have not spoken to for quite a few years, but it's like you can't you're like a punching bag for them.
Literally.
And you don't, it's like they want to keep you down. They want to keep you at that place so they can say, oh, poor us, look at us, look what we have to deal with.
Exactly.
If they can keep you down, and it's not worth it. It's not. I come from a very big family, and it's sad that I only have a good relationship with a few of them, but that's what you have to do. And it's heartbreaking. It is, because you do miss out on a lot.
Yeah.
But you got to think of it too, that, you're not their punching bag, and you have to do what you have to do for your mental health and to get your shit straight.
And it took me today. It literally took me until today to realize that. Like, it took me a while to realize that. So, like,
It does, because I think even though you realize it, in the back of your mind, you realize it, you don't want to face it. You don't want to admit it, because you always think that there's always that chance that they're going to see you differently, and they're going to understand, and they're going to actually give a shit. So I think you always hang on to that hope.
Oh, of
that,
course.
They're going to see that side of it and actually, be the person that you need them to be for you at that, but it's sad to say that 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work out that way, but I don't know. You have to do what's best for you. You know, like you said, you have your son, and, you know, you got to think of that. You think of that, put that in the forefront of your mind and yourself. And people will say, well, it's selfish or whatever, or accuse you of whatever, but screw that, because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you.
No, yeah. I
You
know.
know?
Yeah, you're right. And Lacey, I just seen your comment. Like, I could write a book on my life story. I really, really could. And I should, to be honest. Like, because it's been a wild ride, you know?
Do you journal?
I don't journal, but I draw a lot. So I have like a drawing journal. If that makes sense. Like I love Tim Holtz and art like supplies. So like I love to make personal cards. Sorry.
So that's like your therapy.
I love to like do like art journaling, and like I don't know like the words for it off the top of my head, but yes, that's like my therapy. Like I can make a amazing happy birthday card. Like I can make Christmas cards that make it pop up in the middle. I could make
Oh,
I
wow.
like flower arrangements. You know, I love decorating the house for every holiday. So I just took down all my Christmas stuff. And now put up all my Valentine's Day stuff. I love doing like texture paste and like collages, like I don't know how to explain it. If you just know like Tim Holtz and stuff like that, you'll understand what type of art I love. But like Yeppo ink I use, and like I don't know, just a bunch of different like my room is full of art supplies, so I was thinking about doing a whole collage on the back of my wall for like a drop, kind of like for like just like a image for when I go live type thing, like designing the back of my wall for like a little drop back type design thing, but I don't know. But yeah, that's like what I like to do. I'm gonna start trying to journal, and somebody brought up like a Hello Kitty Bible in my chat today, so I'm gonna try and look that up and see if there really is one or not on like Amazon, and maybe try and get into reading the Bible. I don't know. I'm Catholic, so I've never really, and I might get judged, I've never really believed in God. I've always kind of blamed him for things that have happened in my life. And I'm sorry if people's beliefs might be against this, but I just am like, why me? Why couldn't I be like, I'll be like outside, watching other people and be like, wow, why couldn't I be like that person? Like they look happy. Or like, wow, that person's like working a awesome job. Like, why couldn't I just be like that person? Like, why do I have to live the life that I'm living? Why did you want me to live as a fucking addict and like a fucking useless junkie? Like, I don't know. And then maybe it's not his fault. I know I made my own choices in life, and I have done my own wrongs, so I know that. I know my choices are where I am because of today or whatever, however you say that.
Right.
The reason I still
You acknowledge that though, and you realize that that's like a big step right there.
yeah,
You know, that you know that.
hold this resentment against him for some reason, or her, whatever it is.
Right.
Just thinking like, what did I do so wrong to deserve the life that I'm living?
Yep.
And people might not agree with me on that, and I'm sorry if that's just like a bad thing to say, but it's just kind
Mm-mm.
of
I
what I
felt that way too, Kim. I did when I was in addiction. I really did. I wondered if there was a God. If there was a God, then why? And I had all these, well, why?
thank you for admitting that, because I just don't feel alone, you know, like, and it sucks. Kind of feel like you're the only one that thinks like that, or like if you're sitting outside, like on your porch, and you're watching people, and you're like, damn, like, why couldn't I be them, or why couldn't I be them, or that person, and it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, for me, I went all the way back to my childhood. Like, why did this have to happen? Well, how come this had to happen? It didn't just go into my addiction. I went as far back as my tainted little brain would take me, trying to figure out how come.
Yeah. And like, and when I was in recovery and I brought that up in an NA meeting one time, I got so like pummeled. Is that the word? Like, I got so like attacked by it. Like, because NA is very, I don't know, like, about a higher power and like all this. And I'm like, you know, like, I tried to just express myself one time and they're like, it wasn't God, it was you, you know? And like, I understand that, like, I do get that, but it's still just, I don't know why I have this resentment. Like, and maybe so when someone did bring up the Hello Kitty Bible, I was like, wow, maybe I will try and look it up and get it so that I could start trying to read it and understand it, and then maybe I might have a different outlook on it. Who knows, you know? But I'm willing to try anything at this point, so
For me, AA for me was better. I found more clean time, people with more clean time in AA, even though my drug of choice was not alcohol. It was a narcotic for sure. But I just found more less toxicity in AA and than NA, and I just found people with more clean time than I did in NA, and that's just for me.
no, yeah. I mean, I tried AA too, and I even when I first got in, I even tried to get a sponsor in AA, and I felt comfortable introducing myself as in, hi, my name's Kim, I'm an addict. And right after the meeting, she's like, no, you're supposed to say you're an alcoholic. And I'm like, but I'm
Oh,
an, and like, how, like, is it really that big of a deal that I'm an addict in AA? And then she was like, I don't know, she was just kind of really blunt, saying like, well, you're supposed to say you're an alcoholic and blah, blah, blah. So, and then I just felt like out of place. And like, I was just like, maybe you're not the right sponsor for me, you know, like, I don't know, because I just felt like it shouldn't even be like, yeah, AA, I know is Alcoholics Anonymous, but like, I didn't feel comfortable introducing myself as, hi, my name is Kim, I'm an alcoholic, because I was never an alcoholic, you know? So, and then I feel like I'm starting off my story or my, like, whatever I wanted to say that day as a lie. And I just didn't feel comfortable introducing myself that way, you know? So, and then I did like AA and I liked their stories and I liked the people that were in there and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't like the fact that I couldn't introduce myself as an addict instead of an alcoholic. And like, just something like that, so simple, like made me switch to NA, which helped me. And I would go like 3 or 4 times a day at
oh,
times.
that's good.
And like, I had 6 months clean and like, I don't know, I was doing so good. And then like, I met this guy And the entire time he was using, and it's just like, how did I not notice? Like, how did I not notice that he was using, and like, why would he choose me out of all people to like want to be with, you know? So I got into a toxic relationship with him, and then I just went downhill from there. And 6 months of clean time, and my first time in my life, I just kind of like ruined it, you know? I don't know. But it was, like I said, it was my choice. I did it. I can't blame him. I can only blame myself. But it's just a mistake that I made, and I'm just mad at myself for not realizing from the beginning that he was just putting on this lie and facade the entire time. He had the same clean date as me, supposedly. Like, we had the same amount of clean time, and I don't know. It just sucked. But, you know, shit happens, and like, it just sucks when people get bullied and like nobody knows and understands what they're going through. And
Amen.
then people are posting videos and saying me, and just like, you never know what that person's mental health state is, or if they're gonna KYS themselves that night
Mm-hmm.
of a comment to read. And luckily I have enough, like, word for it, but like I have enough like confidence in myself some way to be able to read the messages of people making fun of my arm, or making fun of this or this or this, or talking about this, to be able to not want to do that to myself. But not everybody is the same, you know? Not everybody can handle that type of hate and the bully and the harassment. So it's just like, you never know what type of people you're talking about and the mental health state they're in, and you don't know what could happen. And like, just imagine you make a video laughing at somebody, making fun of them, and then the next day they're passed away, and it's just like, little did you know that it was because you made a video laughing and making fun of them, you know? It's just like, people don't think about that.
Acknowledge that though. They wouldn't care.
Yeah,
That's tell about their character to even do that to another human being, regardless of whatever, to put someone down like that. And what does that say about their character? It's like, if people started looking at bullies that way, instead of, letting them have control, and look at these people as actually what they are,
yeah,
something fucked up in their lives to make them think it's okay to put another person down. It's
yeah,
only to make themselves feel better about their shit.
that's going on. Exactly, you're right. Yeah, for sure. Well, it was nice talking to you guys. It's 2:30 in the morning. I think I'm gonna get going. But I really appreciate all the support and all the love, and um I'm sorry if you've seen a different character in me in the last couple days in the Discord, or if I have offended anybody, or if I have it out of pocket. It's nothing to do with you and everything to do with me. I hope you can forgive me, and it's just, again, I'm just gonna say one more time, if you know anyone struggling with mental health, please, please, please share the 988 number. Have them text or call the hotline. They're open 24/7. I cannot say this enough, that they will answer any time of the day, no matter who you are or what you're doing. And just take care of yourself. And thank you for listening to me. And I'll come back tomorrow or something and do a stage instead. And maybe I might be more willing to share more details, you know?
Well,
But
Kimmy, thank you for being so vulnerable and open with all of us. We really appreciate it, and I hope that you start feeling better really soon. We're thinking about you. Just remember, we do care about you. I sent you a private message on here, but good night, and I really hope you start feeling better soon, love.
thank you so much. Love you guys.
You're welcome. Love you.
Bye.
And good night, Kim.
Good night.